in the video, I couldn't play the sound on it because Nicki freaking Minaj was playing. He was playing Nicki Minaj throughout the whole, like, live streams around that time. Like, he was, like, a barb. And I remember thinking it was kind of funny and kind of cute because he is openly gay. And it was kind of like he's a country singer and, like, it's Hank Williams Jr.'s son. And it's his, like, you know, country music royalty. And he's a barb. And he was, like, putting all of his little captions were Nicki Minaj lyrics. But now it's circling back around. Most of the time, they're not talking. They can't talk. They don't have the logins to their account. Britney almost never spoke. There was a few times over years, and it's like, here Nicki Minaj is. I mean, it's been going on weeks. She did say that. Nicki Minaj did say she had gotten locked out of her Instagram. But it appears that she's, like, gearing up for something. Like, is there a lawsuit already coming out that we don't know about? Maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, I did make that video last summer, about a year ago, about Nicki Minaj, and she was tweeting that someone was intentionally trying to keep her from being able to get to her next tour spot. She was kind of being detained in, like, a van and saying she didn't want to go in the van. You remember that whole thing? Yeah. Like Amsterdam or Denmark or something.
Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going. Never leave anyone. I never. Oh, so I'm under arrest. Yes. Under arrest for what? I'm under arrest for what? Do you know what happened when I came here? What'd you say? No, I need a lawyer because I don't know where I'm going. The rapper claiming her arrest was all in part to quote sabotage her show.
It's smoky as fuck here.
Sitting in a jail cell for 5 to 6 hours in the Netherlands.
It's been really bad all day. The wind has been going from east to west.
That's a whole can of worms about, like, what other types of perverse financial incentives are there like that? Like, if Britney Spears was not able to do her residency because this versus that, did that incentivize somebody to put her on lithium? Questions that I wonder sometimes. I don't know the answer. I wouldn't know for sure. But in the case of the great copyright, poetic Flocka-Jala, how could I miss? How could I miss? Should have a little outline out. Now, this some might say is karma, because he is wont to put out a fake copyright strike himself from time to time and admit that it's what he did in order to get somebody's info in case of the point and shoot. That being said, he's done come out and tweeted that they sent him 6, and by they, he characterized it as either Rock Nation or their goons or just a troll, somebody. He even did say he doesn't exactly know who. Copyright struck 6 of his videos, and he said in his tweet, you only need 3 to lose your whole channel, and he's right. So he said he deleted all 6 of the videos, and he's like, y'all can have that. This is not the hill I want to die on. And that brings to the forefront, really, I think, something that we should all consider. You know, I'm not out here trying to say, like, oh, I have the perfect idea for the next, you know, DMCA system, because there are interests on both sides that do need to be protected. But, like, is it, like, okay that copyright strikes, if they're not even well-founded and based, can have your whole channel removed? Like, that doesn't seem fair or right. Like, it just doesn't. And so I just feel like a little more diligence could be going. I'm not really sure. Again, I am going to fight it out through the way. I have no complaints. But, you know, this shows with the poetic Flocka-Jala, if he's being sincere. I mean, I saw no proof. But I can see how it could be definitely the case. I see other content creators, other people who abuse the copyright takedown system and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it's stuff to think about. But I'll tell you one thing. Nicki Minaj, has she been logged back into her Instagram account? Justice for Nicki Minaj getting back to her Instagram account if she hasn't been able to get back in. And yeah, I don't.
Excuse me, internet. Excuse me, internet.
No, I don't know. I have to think more on what my actual, like, full thoughts are. worked on it, and the public deserves to know it, and it's an issue of public concern, and please don't contact anybody mentioned in this video.
Why does my camera keep doing that? The screen keeps like dimming. What the hell is going on with my screen?
Yasmin Bleeth was considered one of the most gorgeous women of the 90s. She had the most gorgeous eyes, a nice physique, and she was on the most popular
Aka, excuse me.
of the 90s globally, actually. We did videos with Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra already that were from Baywatch. It launched the careers of icons, and especially beauty icons and sex symbols of that day. So how did we go from that to this? What happened? What happened to Yasmin Bleeth? Well, it's a pretty sad story, but we are hoping for a very triumphant ending. She has faced a lot of fat shaming and ageism, which has been pretty disgusting, but that comes with
Oh
the
shit,
territory
she's
of
like
the
a big
entertainment
girl
industry.
now.
It's just a very disturbing industry to young women, and we wonder why these type of treatments drive a lot in the entertainment industry to spiral. But what's going to make you sick to your stomach is how sexualized and disrespected Yasmin was in the industry. And I know with light of the trial of the century that just happened just now, a lot of us are looking like, wow, people do get away with things in the industry as long as you have money. Evil does actually prevail. And it kind of makes you sick, but these videos on this channel are kind of, consider them as warnings to those that aspire to be in the industry or is already in the industry. Consider these videos as warnings that what may look glamorous is not always glamorous. There's always a price to pay in Hollywood, no matter how beautiful a woman is or a man is, how handsome, how much wealth and glamour. They're really suffering inside, a lot of them, and it's such a fleeting industry, and you're open to beast, to wolves, and it's just very, very sick. So this clip is going to make you a little uncomfortable because it was very difficult for even me to sit through, but she was pummeled by very inappropriate questions and was forced to sit through very uncomfortable interviews during her time. I couldn't even imagine. The worst one was a Howard Stern, and y'all know how I feel about Howard Stern already on this channel if you see my Selena video, but that interview just made me sick. It just made me sick.
I'd love to get you in a sec. Oh man, I don't know what that would be. You're a very attractive girl. Obviously, you know that. What, in high school everyone was after you, and you're used to having guys fall all over you, right?
Yeah. Now, why did you come
Who's your boyfriend?
Oh, here we go. He's an actor. His name's Ricky Paul Golden. He's starring in Grease right now on
Ricky
Broadway.
Paul Golden. I never heard of him. I could never get sick of you.
Really?
I would worship you. You see, a good-looking guy doesn't worship you. A good-looking guy doesn't worship you. He worships himself.
Well,
What I would do-
I have to disagree.
I would consider. Oh, okay. We'll see if in 5 years he's still with you.
Okay.
You see if he doesn't dump you.
I'll come knocking, Howard.
Yo, you wait and see. Oh, then it's gonna be too late. You get high at all? You get high? You like to smoke a little reefer?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Really.
You never got high in your life?
I can't answer that. My
Really?
grandmother's listening.
Oh,
this morning.
who's listening? Your grandmother?
I know. Hi, Nanny.
Hey, nanny. You don't get into that kind of stuff?
No.
So you don't party at all?
I party.
You like to drink a little?
A little.
Get out of your mind a little bit?
Baywatch girls have a reputation. I know. Did you guys see that hard copy, The Bad Girls?
You ever date any famous guys? You have? Really?
Yes.
Who'd you go out with?
Who did I go out
Yeah.
with?
What's the big deal? You dated a guy. I'm not asking you what you did, but I'm just asking. Who were your boyfriend? Who did you used to date?
Oh, Leslie, come save me.
You ever go out with Adam West?
Oh, Adam Westpac.
Yeah. Someone told me you were linked to him romantically. Well, come on, seriously, who were your, like,
TV
what
and
crowd?
movies.
No, come on, who were you with? Seriously, who was your boyfriend? There's nothing wrong with saying it.
Yeah, because I'm not supposed to talk about this. You
Because you dated someone? You did that. I mean, just asking you dated.
Howard, this was your time. You were supposed to research me. It was been.
No, come on, tell me. No, I don't. Come on, tell me.
I can't.
I don't read tabloids. I'm one of the few celebrities that doesn't.
MacGyver.
Were you in the TV's MacGyver?
No.
Were you with Bob Barker for several years?
Linking me with these elderly gentlemen.
I don't know. I'm asking
Oh,
you
is
who
it
you
a young
with.
guy?
Is it a young guy? Got the list. All right, who is it?
Oh no.
That's the list. Okay. Luke Perry. Wait, go slow. Go slow. Don't go. Wait a second.
One at a time.
Luke Perry.
Oh my God.
How's he in the sack?
I can't answer this.
I know Luke.
You do?
But you just go for good look. Well, Luke was on soap opera, so you probably met him there, right?
Yes, I did.
And what, did you go out with him for a long time?
Yes, relatively long time.
You moved in with him?
Did I? Vaguely.
Really?
Yes.
But he didn't deliver you the goods. In other words, he didn't satisfy you sexually.
Let's just say we were both too young.
So you moved out on him, or he dumped you?
What do you think?
He did.
Huh?
I think you dumped him.
There you go. All right, next.
Come here and kiss me now, and I'll show you how a real man has sex.
Yeah, who's next up the list?
No, I'm not interested in your personality. I mean, you're a very nice woman, but I like what
He's a bandit too.
Yeah, I'm a big empty guy. You know what I mean? I don't go for a woman's personality. I'm a body man. I like face and body the best. You've got lips on you. Man, I'd like to do stuff to those lips.
How is Howard Stern? How did Howard Stern make it through the woke?
The fact that your daughters are going to be young women one day, and some guy's going to be looking at
I never think about it. I never think about it. Never think about my daughters as girls.
Just wait. You know, you just wait till you hear some guy doing what you're doing to me. Yeah.
Really?
He's telling me
I'll
you
kill
know
them.
guys, and all guys are the same, so somebody's going to be doing this to your daughter.
I'll tell you what, let me go nuts until that day, all right? And then when that day comes, I'll be a different guy. I can reinvent myself. Unbelievable. Do you have to shave for the show?
Absolutely.
So you're completely clean shaven?
Not complete. I just do the bottom part of my legs.
No, I don't mean your leg. No, I don't know. I don't get this. I don't know. I just got to think about you. Man, you're not wearing a bra, are you? Look at that. Oh, yes, you are now. I see it.
I am.
Are those real?
So disgusting.
Are they real?
Yeah.
Now it's America. America always wants to know this. Yes, actually, they are. They are.
You're hot,
Where do you
believe me.
get your information?
I don't know. I don't know. You wearing underwear?
I'm not gonna say it.
All right, well, I'll
So all the girls get along on Baywatch?
I can't even talk to you. I'm too hypnotized by your beauty. Seriously, you're too beautiful. I don't know what that's like.
Why don't you just cover your eyes then?
Yeah, can I interview you blindfolded?
That'd be
All right,
good.
this is much easier, okay? Did Luke Perry take your virginity, yes or
No.
no? No?
No.
Was it some guy in your high school?
Yes.
No kidding.
No
Oh, he must have hit the
kidding.
jackpot. No kidding. Was it good?
I literally hate Howard Stern. I literally never could stomach Howard Stern even when I was younger, and I was a vulgar,
When I was
like,
16 years
rude.
old, are you asking me?
You gotta have it with two guys at the same time.
I never.
You know.
I think that's a yes. Did you?
Don't ever hesitate on a question like that. If the answer is no, say it right away. I'm in shock. This is
This is an interview.
time. I
This is an
understand.
interview. I have to ask you a question.
Okay, Regis and Kathy Lee never asked.
Oh, Regis and Kathy Lee are two nitwits. You don't have any good questions.
They're too busy with themselves.
Yeah, they're too busy concerned with themselves. And Cody and what's the other one? Cassidy. Have you another girl?
No.
You would never kiss. What if a movie called for it?
A movie called for?
Yes.
It's like a kiss?
No, kissing. Would you ever kiss another girl on screen?
Sure.
You would?
Yeah, I'm an actress.
While you're naked.
No, you didn't say that.
Would you ever do play?
No. I'm sorry. You look like you're about to cry, Howard.
All right, I'm gonna end the interview then. Where did it happen? In a car?
No, do I let that kind of girl do it in a car?
That's precisely why you would. You've never done it in a car.
I actually haven't. I grew up in New York City.
If you were my girl, you'd be doing it in cars. We'd do it with me in a.
You in the Mile High Club?
You ever do it on a plane? You service the guy on a plane.
I don't service people.
All right, take it easy. That's everyone calm down. That's your real nose or no show?
I don't have anything plastique on.
Well, now it's time for the part of the program where we say goodbye.
Okay.
If you feel inclined, you can hug me goodbye. If not, I understand. I mean, if you're feeling turned off.
The problem is that I have to jump over the desk to do this.
Come here.
Okay.
Come here. Take your headphones off. Good. I'll be hugging TV's Yasmin Bleeth from Baywatch. You got? Hey, can I rub your leg?
Oh my god, dude, I can't. Okay, come on. I just, it's such a
of Hollywood. Did you know Marilyn
long
Monroe
segment.
was haunted by men everywhere she went, that she called them wolves? Here are interviews of people who were friends with her had to say about her experience with the wolves.
We came in through the back entrance of the Beverly Hills Hotel by the swimming pool and walked across it. And the swimming pool at Beverly Hills Hotel is across something else again. It's this ice blue walkway surrounded by William Morris office agent exhibitors who are there on holiday, and the agents are drinking bright red Bloody Marys, stirring them with green plastic swizzle sticks, and it's the healthiest atmosphere you've ever seen in your life. And Marilyn suddenly grabbed my arm. Yeah, in genuine terror. And I said, "What's the matter?" I said, she said, "Well, I always have to hold on to people when I'm in spooky places."
She applied for a job at a army base, and she was accepted, but she told me that there was too many wolves. She didn't want to go there. She wanted to see where she was. There was enough wolves there. So she didn't go.
She told me, she said, "Watch out for the wolves in Hollywood, honey." And I said, "Well, I've been in British films for 3 years. I can handle wolves." And she said, "Well, not the power bosses, honey." And she said, "If they don't get what they want, they'll drop your contract. You're a very pretty girl. She said, and you have a big chest like me. And she said that you will never be taken seriously either as a person or as an actress in this town, because pretty women, good-looking women, sexy women are not taken seriously.
Marilyn even went to as far as to being the first person in history to expose Hollywood predators, and predators in general, saying how many married men would approach her, people in her work, and even policemen, to which she said the next wolf I met was in policeman's clothing. Now, if you can't trust an officer of the law, whom can you trust? And said how people would offer her money, and said she rejected every offer given to her, even just to go to dinner.
So Yasmin had to go through that a lot, and we're going to talk about a lot more that she had to go through in the industry, and just feelings of depression that led her down to this spiral. But before we get into that, first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, Kareen Alu, where we deep dive and break down the most iconic stars through history. If you're not yet subscribed, please be sure to do so, and if you're already subscribed, please turn on your notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. So let's start. So Yasmin Bleeth's story begins in the bustling streets of New York City, where she was born on June 14th, 1968, with a rich heritage that includes Russian, Jewish, German, Jewish, and French roots. Yasmin was destined for a life filled with complexity and creativity. Even before she could walk, she was making waves in the entertainment industry. She also speaks French as well, a little bit.
My mother was born in Algeria, and she's French from North Africa, and from Paris.
So you speak a little too?
Yes, un petit peu de français, je parle un petit peu de français.
And you were born in Paris?
Je suis née en Amérique, mais je parle juste parce que c'est très stupide.
Oh, please.
No,
What a nice
pas du tout. Everyone here in New Orleans speaks French.
A little bit. Absolutely.
At just 10 months old, she starred in a Johnson & Johnson No More Tears baby shampoo commercial, and by age 6, she had already graced the screen on candid camera.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, things that have to do with it. Oh, I am with Santa for simplicity. That's a big client, simplicity pattern.
And what that got your hair there?
They were too. I stuck my finger in a light socket. That was the lowest it was going for.
Was that, I guess, would your parents would get the money and they would handle that?
Well, my mom put away all my money in account for me when I got when I was 18, so I had a little nest egg.
Is this you? Take a look. Is this you? That's you.
All right. Okay.
Topless?
Topless. That is me. That is me.
How old are you? What do you got?
Well, I'm about 6. I was a little less than that.
Well, that's well.
Not bad. Pretty hot, though.
No, I mean, well, actually, it's a picture of a kid, but it's yeah, you are cute. You are cute. What did you see? I just assumed you started at
I
18,
when I was 6
19.
months old. I started doing commercials. I was at Johnson's & Johnson's.
6 months old, but we know before that, though. Yeah.
Sucking my thumb.
No, really? So,
No, it's true.
wow.
My mom put me in the business. It was actually my first modeling contract doing commercials. I had like a 2-year contract with Johnson & Johnson's.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty neat. So, did you model all through school?
I did. I modeled all through school, and then I got my first movie. A movie called Cave with Buddy Hackett. That was my first job.
Yeah, that's just
Well, he had a copy.
No, no,
Buddy
if I can
Hackett.
find a 6-year-old of you, I can certainly fit you with Buddy Hackett.
Oh, God,
Wait,
no,
here you are.
definitely.
But you know, you don't look, your face, look, here she is at 12 with Buddy Hackett.
Don't tell me. Who are you anyways? Oh, I doubt it. Ciao. Don't call me, because I certainly ain't calling you.
What?
Her early foray into modeling caught the attention of fashion photographer Francesco Scavulo, who featured her and her mother in his book, Scavulo Woman. And her mother was also a model. Can't find any pictures of her online. From a young age, Yasmin was quite the little charmer. In a candid moment, she recalled, "When I was a little girl, I used to have to force boys to kiss me. My toughest friend had to hold them down," end quote.
Now, were you popular in high school? I assume you probably were.
Well, you know, I did all right. I had my clique of friends.
Yeah.
And stuff. You know,
Back to the clique. You were one of those girls in the clique, weren't you? One of those pretty girls in the clique that us towny guys would always get looked down upon.
I grew up in New York. It wasn't like a towny thing. It's just, I had a group of friends. The older girls didn't like me. The girls in the grades above me. They
No,
were,
why? Why didn't they like you?
Well, they said that I flipped my hair too much. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah.
No,
What kind of thing is that? You flip your hair too much. The real reason was that because I was taking their men and they were mad at me. It's true.
Now, were you a tease in high school? I'm being polite.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, I have to use just half the word. Were you a tease in high school?
I feel like no, I had actually a long-term boyfriend all through
Yeah.
high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The entire time. One guy.
He was trying to say cock
She
tease.
landed her first film role alongside Buddy Hackett in Hey Babe, but it was her portrayal of Ryan Finelli on the soap opera Ryan's Hope that truly put her on the map. However, the glittering lights of fame dimmed when tragedy struck. After the cancellation of Ryan's Hope, Yasmin faced a devastating loss of her mother, Karina Bleeth. to inflammatory breast cancer. Struggling with her grief, she took a step back from acting, saying, "I stayed home watching cooking shows and taking walks, but the siren call of Hollywood was too strong, and she soon found herself back in the limelight as Leanne Demarest on One Life to Live." It was her iconic role as Caroline Holden on Baywatch, though, that catapulted her to international fame. In 1995, People magazine named her one of the 50 most beautiful people.
Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. The Baywatch theme.
List of the 100 sexiest women in the world throughout the late 90s and early 2000s. With her newfound status, Yasmin was in high demand, starring in multiple series.
I can hear the music, kind of, in my head. I just can't make any of it out.
Baywatch had a lot of physical requirements. Beauty was prioritized, and you had to be slim and fit and well tanned. Her diet was heavily scrutinized, and every hair had to be in place. You can imagine, because Yasmin loved to eat and loved to cook.
We're not allowed to get fat. That's what it says in our contract.
Weight gain proved to be a problem for new arrival Yasmin Bleeth. Bleeth quickly developed a reputation as a junk food junkie.
Yasmin had gained some weight from the time we hired her as the seasons went up. We even had a little poster on the craft service table. If you see this woman next to this table, please make sure you shun her away.
Is he suck that gut in when he does the show? I mean, is he gonna be just a porker, you know?
We all suck our guts in.
Is that one of the secrets of Baywatch?
It is one of the secrets. It's a part of the job.
In an interview with Smoke Magazine, she spoke on her spending habits in her prime. "I've been making a good living since I was a child, but all the money went into a trust fund when I was 18 and got the money. I didn't really go crazy. I bought a lot of expensive shoes as I matured. Material things began to matter less and less. I like to have nice things, don't get me wrong, but they just aren't as important as they once were," end quote. When asked about her bad habits, she stated, and I quote, "I bite my nails and I'm terribly impatient. Also, I get angry if someone doesn't understand something I'm explaining, which I think should be easy to grasp," end quote. And she's a very intelligent woman, so I can understand that too, because people don't expect, women that look like her, that's that gorgeous at that time, to be that intelligent. So she's trying to explain things to them, they can't even really focus. I can imagine how annoying that is, and I know that sounds like woe is me to a lot of people every time I say that about these women that I do videos on, that they struggled with this. They're like, "Oh, please, whatever. I'd rather be beautiful and ignored for my intelligence than to be intelligent and ugly," right?
No, you wouldn't.
A lot of women think that way, but it really is a source of depression, and until you can't compare struggles until you're in the shoes of that
my babies?
Go through life and just objectified, and people don't even want to hear your
Do
thoughts.
not start messing with the cords.
What do you think about this, or want to hear what your opinions
While
are?
I was weed eating today,
Important, and they act like they don't understand.
something flew into my nose and is in my sinus, like on the bottom of the
And
sinus.
then you can become very depressed towards the end of your life because
And I
you're
can't
trying
get
to
it
hold on
out.
to that value. When you wrap your value around your looks, you're trying to hold on to that value and your beauty.
Just glad
and
it's
you
not
go to
some
plastic
kind of
surgery,
plant
extreme
material I'm
dieting,
allergic to.
liposuctions, Ozempic, and all of that, trying to hold on to the beauty, or not dressing your age, not even acting your age or being appropriate for your age, because your value is in how you look. That these women spiral, these men as well, and people then judge you for that, like, act your age. Oh my goodness, blah 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 blah, and look at her old and this and that, and it becomes a thing. Age gracefully. We've seen that with Yasmin, because as she's gotten older, she's not a size 0 anymore, or size 2, whatever, and she's getting older and she's just aging. That's all. You see how people plaster, oh my goodness, have you seen before and after, as like a dig or insult. It can, when that happens to you, when you're in the limelight, if you want to be famous, see this as your warning. When that happens to you, it can really further solidify what you've always grown up thinking, that your worth is tied to your looks. Because look at how people are talking about you or treating you now that you don't look like how you once looked. It's just a very cruel cycle. And man, I can't even imagine on a global scale. Most of us crash out when one person talks trash about us, right? One person finds us hideous and talk about it or do this, whatever. We crash out, right? Imagine you have millions of people and big publications posting your worst moments, your worst photos intentionally online for everyone to have something to say or turn into a meme. Imagine, because the girls down the street, you ready to fight because they talking about your looks or your shoes or whatever, right? Can you imagine? So she also loves to confront things and stated that she thrived on confrontation, but she also has a very soft side. She stated that she is a girl's girl, and I quote, "I'm a girl's girl. I hang out with women. I love what they have to offer. I admire feminine qualities, and I enjoy being a woman, and I like having the company of women. I enjoy physical contact with everyone. My whole family is very loving with lots of hugs and kisses. I like being cuddled," end quote. And I love how in her interviews, whenever they would ask her messy questions about her castmates that were women or tried to pin her against like Pamela Anderson or something, she just always responded with grace and never really had anything bad to say about the other women or anything like that. So she was indeed a girl's girl. So it's in terms of beauty secrets, during her time on Baywatch, she was a beauty icon. She had a killer figure.
I gotta go get the dogs.
A set of the most gorgeous piercing blue eyes. What were some of her beauty secrets to keep that going? She told Smoke Magazine,
what do you
and I
think
quote,
you're doing?
"My mom used to teach me little things like putting olive oil in your hair to moisturize it and using oatmeal and salt to scrub your body. I remember her teaching me to put Vaseline on eyebrows to keep them shiny. I'm pretty good about putting on my own makeup for every day. I like to keep it sheer. At night, it's a little more dramatic. Wardrobe must. I have 10 different black turtlenecks and lots of black boots with heels, and the easy fit of an A-line skirt really suits me. As far as exercise, I don't enjoy exercise, though I do think it's important to be active and healthy. I don't like to see women who have overdeveloped muscles or are too thin. Women's bodies should be nice and firm with curves in all the right places," end quote. In the year 2000, after a string of successes, she accepted a starring role in the short-lived series Titans. Aaron Spelling, the mastermind behind the show, was so eager to have her on board that he convinced CBS to let her out of her contract with Nash Bridges ahead of schedule. Reflecting on her role in the 1997 TV film Grounded Dangerous, Yasmin found herself embroiled in scandal. In December 2000, she voluntarily entered the Promises Rehabilitation Clinic in Malibu to combat a Coca-Cola dependency. And y'all know what I mean by Coca-Cola, but YouTube be tripping on me. So I have to filter, get creative with my wordings, okay? But that's where she met her future husband, Paul Cerrito, who was the owner of a nightclub where you had illicit dancers, let's just say that. They fell hard for each other despite the advice against starting a relationship during recovery and also starting a relationship with someone who's also in a rehabilitation program. They say you shouldn't get into relationships in the first year of sobriety, especially with someone in the program, but Paul and I fell in love immediately, she confessed. Their whirlwind romance led to a wedding in Santa Barbara, California on August 25, 2002, but the couple's journey wasn't without its bumps. Just a year before, Yasmin was arrested in Romulus, Michigan after driving her car off the highway with Paul. Police discovered syringes of Coca-Cola and substance paraphernalia in her vehicle and hotel room. The incident culminated in a plea deal in November 2001, leading to probation and community service. Despite the chaos, Yasmin persevered, fulfilling her probation requirements by January 2004 and clearing her record. Today, she and Paul enjoy a quieter life in Los Angeles and Scottsdale, Arizona, without children but rich and shared experiences. But how did she get to this point, right? She wrote about her experience. I want to read her story, which is actually quite moving with many lessons. This article was found in the February 2003 issue of Glamour magazine, and it's titled Back from Drug Hell. And she writes that on September